Hello and welcome to your workout. Today we have a full body strength and cardio workout. So we're hitting it all and it's gonna be great. I have been stalling all day. So if you've been stalling to get here, me too. All right, so let me tell you what we have. We have 3 different circuits, 2 rounds of each circuit, 45 seconds each movement, and I want you to utilize that full 45 and push as hard as you can within that 45 seconds to that 15-second break. We got 4 moves, and then we'll repeat everything only 2 times through. So it's going to be very challenging, but you're going to be in and out really quickly. You're not going to even know what hit you. So you will want some free weight dumbbells to get through today. I'll be using my 5s and my 10s. I'll let you know what I'm using, but really you just want a lighter weight and a heavier weight and something that is going to be challenging enough throughout that you can handle throughout the whole workout, but also by the end of it, you're like, I don't know if I can do it. All right, that's where we want to get to. So that's all you'll need, water towel, playlist, and let's get going. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with a really quick warm up. Start with a little open and close, side to side tap. I was like, I'll make it out here. I'll get there. I'll get to this workout. And let me tell you, it took forever. Push it on back. I'm very excited to move today though. I've been at a desk all day. My back started to lock up a little bit. And so I was like, I gotta get out there. I gotta move. I gotta stretch and give me little twists. But the struggle has been so real that I'm so happy to be here with you today. And then give me a little side to side reach. Ooh, that inner thigh. Feeling all tight. Ooh. I was writing this workout out and I was like, this is gonna be good. I have faith. This is gonna be a nice one. Open and close. Really push that knee out, juicing up those hips. And then go ahead and trace your legs. Hinge your hips back and then bring it on forward. This first round, we have no movement, so it's just going to be body weight. So I will let you know in 2 rounds, circuit 2 and 3. But this round, go ahead and roll your wrists and ankles. All right, it's time to get started. We're gonna start this round with a little squat into a little booty kick. So I want those arms to go forward, and then you're gonna drive your elbows back as you kick that booty here and drive and drive. Here we go. As you squat, weight into your heels, knees in line with those toes, and core engaged, pulling in and up. And even though those arms are reaching forward, make sure your upper body is not lost. Keep that upper body up, open. Whoo! Already feeling it. Here we go. Almost through. Working really hard all the way through those 45 seconds to that break. Arms straight up by those ears. We're going to reach to meet hand to opposite foot, getting that leg as straight as we can. Here we go. Belly button pulling in. And if you can imagine your body on the floor, so those hands reaching to the floor behind you, and meeting in the middle. It's okay if that leg is bent. Let's say that leg is bent. That's totally fine. As long as you're feeling that crunch and that stretch in that hamstring. Arms reach, reach, reach. Ah, my shoulders. Okay, we have skiers. Skiers, skiers. Option one is that nice wide step and pull. Step and pull. Or if you're feeling like a little hop today, you can add a little hop. Do what is right for you. You can keep it low impact with a nice wide stance, keeping those knees bent, landing softly on those toes. Step on those toes, step on those toes. And reaching those arms all the way up and pulling back. This is that cardio that I was talking about. Warming up that body, getting that heart elevated, that blood flowing. We love that blood flow, don't we? Okay, high plank. Sorry. Option one is doing this like on a bench or a chair. Option two is that floor. We're gonna be in a high plank position, feet hip width apart. I want you to walk forward and walk it on back. So step, 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 step. Nice and slow, wrists underneath those shoulders. Belly button pulling in and up. Knees hovering above the ground. Your thighs might be burning. And then I want you to switch your flow. So other leg forward and back. Keeping those hips down. Hips down. You're going to want to do this, but don't do that. Keep those hips down. You're almost through. All the way to that break. Pushing, 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 pushing. You're right there. You're right there. There's that buzzer. Extra loud today. Extra loud buzzer today. Whoo. All right. Full 45-second break right here. I want you to keep your body up. Keep your body moving. Don't sit down. It's a break, but we're not fully resting, not yet. All right, so you know the moves. You've got the moves now. Now it's time to make them nice and perfect. Let's start with those feet shoulder width apart. We're going to reach forward, drive those elbows in as you kick that booty. Here we go. Make sure those knees are pointed down to the ground. Feeling that pull on your hamstring. Sorry, on your hamstring and that stretch on your quad. Ooh, focus on that form. Don't worry about speed. Focus on nailing that form, pushing as hard as you can with the form, not with speed. Woo. Feeling that burn. 3, 2, and 1, and time. Whew, a little dizzy today. We have the alternating toe touch. Arms nice and tight, nice and tight, nice and tight. Right here. And let's go. Exhaling your breath as you reach towards that foot. I don't like it either. This is not something that I choose for myself. This is something my trainer brain is like, you should do this. Whoops. This is not something we choose for ourselves. This is like the thing that we do because we know that it's good for us. I hate this one so much. All right, We're gonna keep it going. Last 10 seconds. Push, push, push. As much as we hate it, as much as we're struggling, that is a sign that we are getting stronger. Shoulders are burning. Is your shoulders burning? Because my shoulders are burning. We have that skier. Nice wide step. Don't just swing the arms. We're pushing up and we're pulling down. Get ready. Up and pull. Take your break if you need it, and then get right back into it. Whew. We want to listen to what our body is telling us, but also giving our body permission to go past a little bit at a time. Go past that point of comfort, right? Like we're like, oh, our bodies are so uncomfortable right now. But this is that like safe space of uncomfortability. I forgot, high plank. I got lost in my thought. Lost in my thought. Whoo, you're welcome. Bring it forward. Bring it back. Step forward on that same leg. Hips are down. Belly buttons are pulling in and zipping on up. Hips are tucked under. And then I want you to reverse. Switch whatever leg you're stepping forward with. Go ahead and switch to the other side as we finish this circuit out strong. Take that break if you need it, but jump right back in. Pushing, keeping that form. Holy. Those are awful. All right, our cardio segment is over. Well, not completely. That's a lie. Not completely. Our no equipment segment is over. Go ahead and grab your 5 pounds, and then I'm also going to grab my 10s. Starting with our lighter weight, we're going to be doing an alternating side lunge, press off to a T, switch legs to a T. Get ready, get set. Here we go. Toes pointed forward, hips hinge back, elbows stay bent in that T lift. This arm movement is working the top of your shoulder while it also weighs that leg down in that side lunge. Woo. Make sure that knee stays in line with your toe. Nice big step. Press off and lift. Okay, awesome. We're going to bring it down to the ground. We have a chest fly. Starting with our hands right in front of those chests, palms facing each other. You're going to open on up, elbows stay bent, and then close. So open and close, squeezing that chest at the top. By pushing those weights together, we're getting a little extra activation within that chest muscle. Elbows stay slightly bent, not completely bent. Ooh. And go ahead and drop one of those weights if you have 10s, or you can grab 2 of your 5s. We have our arms extended straight right back where they were. We're going to reach over our head, elbows point up towards the sky, and then press on up. This is working the triceps, which are the back of the arms. We're going to have a nice slow release and then power on up. Inhale as you release, and then exhale as you lift. And beautiful. Go ahead and set those weights to the side. And we have a little shuffle. We're going to be going 1, 2, 3, and punch. 1, 2, 3, and punch. So we can do cross body, nice and light on those toes. And twisting with that upper body as we punch across. Give me some power behind that punch. We're not just here. We're not just doing the motion. This is nothing. Don't waste your time. Give it everything you have. We only have 2 rounds right here. Almost through. All right. Take your break really quickly. Almost ran into the wall. Losing my footing a little bit. That's okay. Ooh. Right about now is when your body starts to shut down a little bit, which is a great sign that you are working those muscles to fatigue, which is exactly where you want them to be. Go ahead and grab your lighter weights. I'm using my 5s for our shoulder side raise with that alternating side lunge. Get ready, big wide step. Sit back into those hips, press it off, and lift. Give me one more. Finish this one out strong. Beautiful. Drop that weight. We're going to bring it down to the ground. We have our chest fly. Starting with those palms lifted together. Elbows slightly bent. Open up. Feel that stretch across your chest and then squeeze at the top. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you lift. And bring it on down. I'm gonna grab just one of my 10s, or if you have 2 5s, you can hold them like this, and you're gonna reach over the head, keeping those elbows pointed directly up towards the sky, and squeeze at the top. Nice and slow on that release before you power it up. Now, if you are like rushing through this movement and it feels really light, it might be time for you to increase your weight. So if like the 110 isn't doing it, maybe you want to grab, if you have access to a 12 or a 15, putting about 6 to 8 pounds in your hands. Whoo, shaky, shaky. Go ahead and bring it on up to a stand. We have that shuffle punch. Whoo, okay. Here we go. Get ready, nice and light on those toes. 1, 2, and punch. Hit it harder. Whatever it is that you got to let go today of. Maybe it's something that's been weighing you down. I want you to use this as an opportunity to get mad, to get angry, to punch that thing down, whatever it is that might be standing in your way. Oh, that really worked. Oh, some emotions came up out of for me. Maybe it did for you too. I don't know, let me know in the comments. Oh, a little punchy punch. It's a little magic trick there. Okay, we have our last circuit of the day. You're welcome. I want you to grab a bicep curling weight. I'm gonna use 10s today, but like 7s are also a great place to start. We have our feet hip width apart. We're going to chair squat and then hammer curl. So palms facing each other. In that chair squat, your core is squeezing, sitting back into your hips. You can also use a chair to do this one. So if you feel a little bit off balance and you feel like you're gonna fall back, or if you feel like you're putting too much weight into your toes, I want you to connect those heels, glue those heels down into the floor. And if you're having a hard time, again, you can pull up a chair behind you, actually sit down, and then hammer to the top. I'm gonna finish that out, and then now we have a alternating curtsy lunge. We're gonna be going side to side. So I want that back foot in line with your outside hip. We're going to curtsy, curtsy, step, and switch. So 1, 2, and switch. Make sure that front knee is pointing in line with that front toe. And we're not twisting. We don't want our hips opening up to the side. We want our hips facing forward. That's usually a really big common mistake. Working the outside of that quad into those hips. Whew. Okay, good. That was felt hard today. Okay, we have a plank dip. Dip onto our elbows. We're gonna be dipping our hips down side to side. Option 1 is from your knees. You can dip, hip, scoop, hip, and scoop. So you can do side to side, or you can do this from your toes. Dip, scoop, dip, and scoop. And when I say scoop, I really mean I want you to visualize as you lift those hips, you're scooping out that abdominal, that deep transverse abdominal wall to lift and hold, scoop and hold. Everything is shaking. I am shaking. We are shaking because we are getting stronger. Whoo! Yikes. And bring it on up. Back to our feet. Up and down and up and down. I'm getting too old for this. Up and down. I'm gonna do a full workout where we're just on the ground. We're never on our feet. Okay, fast feet. Speaking of, fast feet, fast feet, fast feet. Nice and light on your toes. I want you to be as quiet as a mouse. So if you hear a lot of pounding, just control, nice and light. And then when you get to that place, you're like, ooh, I'm doing it. I want you to pick up that speed, squeeze that core. I want you to bring those hands right here. We're going to punch, 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 punch. Keeping that core tight. Whoo. Back to that anger, those feelings that are coming up. I want you to punch them down. Show them who's boss. Oh, okay. I don't even know what I'm saying. Ignore me. Oh man, I'm thirsty. No, but for real, using that punch, I want you to give, especially this is our last round together. So giving this round everything else that you have and punching whatever you came into today, whether it was like frustration, whether it was like, oh, I feel so lazy, like I don't want to be doing this. I want you to come in and I want you to actually physically get that out of your body. Right here, right now. Feet hip width apart. Weight in those heels, glue those heels to the ground. Core is pulling in. Squat and hammer, palms facing each other. We are almost through. What almost didn't happen today. It almost didn't happen for me. And I'm just okay. I'm like, we're almost done. I'm almost through. And I'm really starting to feel like appreciative that I did show up, that I made time for this. Because I very well could have easily not. Go ahead and grab your lighter weight. We have, or you can stay with that heavier weight, whatever works for you. We have that double curtsy, so bring that foot to meet that outside hip, keeping those hips facing forward. 1, 2, bring it together and switch. Letting that knee go through that pocket. Try to get even weight in between those feet. So make sure you're not just all weight in that front leg, but also utilizing that back leg to help lift you up and out of that lunge. Oh no. I just looked at the board. I just looked at the next movement. Dang it, I hate these. Plank dips. Back to the ground. Here we go. Onto your elbows. Again, you can do this from your knees. You can do this from your toes. Whatever floats your boat. Lift and scoop. Take that break if you need it, but I want you to get right back when you're ready. Right back when you're ready. Dip and lift. You're almost there to that break, which means you have one more movement to the very end. So this is your last minute, essentially, of work, of showing yourself how strong you are by allowing our bodies to become weakened. I know it's weird. It's a weird concept, but that's what happens. Get ready. We have those fast feet, and we're just gonna punch. We're gonna punch all of it out. First, let's channel our J-Lo. Let's get that booty shaking. Give me that booty shake. Woo! Core nice and tight. Hands on up, and then start with the little baby punches. And then I want you to get something right in front of you, and I want you to knock it down. Knock it down, knock it down, knock it down. Last 15, you're right there, and I'm right there with you. All the way through that buzzer, don't look at the time. Close your eyes, get into it, punch it down.
Activity completed.
And buzzer. Buzzer, buzzer, buzzer. Oh, why didn't it buzz? Dang it. Oh, man. Okay, that is it. Oh. Feeling a little emotional now. A little emotions are coming up. All right, let's go ahead and cool our bodies down quickly before we get on with our day. Okay, that was fun. A nice full body routine. Grab onto your foot, pull onto that hip, into that quad, stretching out. Whoa. And then switch. That was super fun. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please comment at the very end of this. Let me know how you did, what you loved, what you hated. I love hearing it all. Go ahead and pull that arm across your body. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out, and it helps other people like you find me. Go ahead and switch sides. Oh man, this feels good. And then go ahead and pull elbow behind your head, chin on up, and then give me a little side bend as well. And then switch, other side, pulling on that tricep, and then give me a little bend. Oh man. And then release. Let's go ahead and finish this with a nice neck roll. Hands behind your head, ear to one shoulder. Bring that chin to your chest, and around, and all the way. One more time. And reverse. And center. Thank you so much for joining me today. That felt so good. I hope you're feeling so glad that you showed up today, and hopefully I will see you again right here for your next sweat.